What is going on, everyone? Steve-O Supremo here, and I am just another game collector. And sometimes you just have to be at the right place at the right time, and you never know what you're going to come across. So, GameStop has their buy for 40 right now, as long as it's 19.99 and under. If you go to their store, this wasn't going to be the planned video today, but I kind of wanted to put that PSA out there too, just in case you guys don't know and you want to go check out your GameStop to see what kind of deals you might be able to get for some games over there. Now, unfortunately, I had to work yesterday. I didn't even see this email until I got off of work. And then as soon as I got home, I was in no rush to go to GameStop to check out the deal because we had a grocery order we had to pick up at Walmart. It's like, you know what? I'll just hit both things at the same time. Whenever the groceries order ready, I'll head out a little early, go check GameStop and see what they got. So unfortunately, my GameStop just always gets ramsacked by the big reseller here in town. Every time there's a big sale or something, he's like the first one in there in the mornings, like getting all the good stuff. I'm sure other people do it too, but this is all I could find that I actually wanted for my collection. And as you can see, like a lot of these don't even hit, like I can't even really take super advantage of it because it's not at the $20 mark. But these are games that I wanted, at least these three: Yakuza 6, Digimon World, and Shin Megami Tensei 5. I wanted those from what I could find. This one is more of a shot in the dark. I was needing to find a fourth game, and I couldn't really find anything I wanted. So this Phobia game looks like something I'd like and enjoy because I like survival horror type stuff. So we'll see what this is about. Graphics actually look pretty cool on the back. So I have no idea what type of game it is. Going in blind on this one. So we'll see. It could be garbage, but I needed something to fill out the deal. But still stoked to be able to find something because a lot of times I go in there and literally like find two games to add to a bundle when I'm trying to find something. So but you never know what's going to get traded in while you're there at the exact time you show up, which was so crazy. Because while I'm sitting there looking, a gentleman comes in, older gentleman actually, looked to be in like his mid 50s, stated that he was trading in all these Xbox and Xbox 360 games. He had four Walmart bags. If you ever go to Walmart, they have those little cloth bags that you can get to reusable bags. Four of those, like packed to the brim, full of games. We're talking a good amount of games. Now, when I noticed what was going on, the GameStop employee was already processing through one of the bags. And the gentleman had brought in another bag or two, I think, at his feet. And he said he was going to go back out to his car to get more. I was like, man, I don't mean to jump in or anything, but do you mind if I take a peek at what games you got outside before you bring them in? And the GameStop worker was really cool. Normally, they do not want you making any sort of deals like that going on inside their store because it's like against their policy. They can actually kick you out of the store and ban you from it for doing stuff like that. So that's why I said I looked at the store workers. Like, if you're cool with it, if we're outside, you mind if I take a peek at it first? And like I said, my GameStop, I'm on good terms with a lot of the people there. He's like, man, I don't care at all. Go do your thing. I hope you can find something. So I go out there and start looking through the other two bags of stuff the gentleman had. And he didn't really have anything I wanted for the collection inside of his bags, unfortunately. And I kind of felt bad for him, too, because a lot of the stuff was the more common Xbox 360 or Gears of Wars and stuff like that. So he wasn't going to be getting too much to trade in for it, but I was like, yeah, unfortunately, we just don't have many choices here. I can understand why you bring them here. We don't have a retro store or anything where you probably get a lot more. So a lot of his games are games that GameStop was unfortunately only going to give like $1, if that, for maybe a little over on a couple of them. But also GameStop would take and scan it, and they don't take every game. So in the end, what winded up happening is I looked in the car of the stuff he had in there still in his vehicle. I picked out the Doom Eternal because I actually do not have a physical copy of this. I played it and beat it on PC. It's like, you know what? I'd like to have a physical for the collection. So got that one from him again. These Doom Eternal is not worth much. It's like I think like a $8.99 game or whatever, if you look on price charting or something. So not a big deal there. But went back inside, and while his order was getting processed and they were still finishing the trade in. I was like, you know what? I got to go get my grocery order, so I'll just come back. And I was hoping I'd make it back in time where this guy wasn't going to leave, but I figured the timing should work out perfect. So that's what I did. Picked up the grocery order, turned around, came back to the store because, like I said, they're right beside each other. Paid for my games, and the order of his was just about done being processed. He was on the last bag processing his last order, couple games. So he's scanning through the last bag, and I see him pull out this game. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this guy's about to get like reamed on the trade-in credit for this. I just wish I could have stopped it because I've been like, oh, I'd give you way more than GameStop's about to give him. But again, can't really interfere with that stuff. But I was like, I will take that one if you want to put it to the side. He's like, oh, for sure, I got you. So the GameStop employee put it to the side. And he also put aside this Terminator Salvation for me. Uh, Again, not a very valuable game or anything, but still one I want for the collection. And the rest of these were the ones that GameStop would not take. So in the end, I think the guy traded in over 100 games, and they gave him 100, and I think it was $34 in trade credit or $92 in cash, and he took the trade credit. So again, I still felt bad for him. Like, man, because this alone is like a $65 game complete in box, which it is. But he traded it in where I think he probably only got like $12. But as soon as this trade was finished, I looked through the stuff that GameStop had passed on, and I picked out the rest of these 4 games. So in the end, the guy, I was like, you know what? I really don't know the values of any of these games. I didn't know the value of anything, and I don't think any of them are worth that much. They're like pretty cheapo games. We settled on $20 for all of these. So $20 cash. I got these to add to the collection out of his pile of stuff that GameStop didn't want. And then the Doom Eternal he had out in his vehicle before it could go into GameStop. So really cool. I think that's a pretty good deal there for that stuff. Again, this could be trash games and stuff, but I don't have them, and they have Game Crazy stickers on them from like a rental store. So I like getting stuff like that too. So that's in the collection now. But of course, the big one, the Dino Crisis 3, ended up paying $47, I think is what it was after the GameStop Pro discount. And then Terminator Salvation was $8.99. So awesome score on a complete in-box Dino Crisis. Like, could not believe it. Actually finding a good game and being there at the perfect time when a trade-in is happening. So unfortunately, there were just no other games in the stacks that he traded in that I needed or wanted for the collection, but still stoked to be able to add this handful of stuff here, along with one I've been looking for a long time. So really awesome experience. And to top it all off, me and that gentleman exchanged phone numbers because he has a bunch of PS4 games he's eventually want to trade in or sell off. And since he knows I'll pay better than GameStop if there's stuff I need for my collection, he's going to shoot me a message and send me pictures of stuff that he wants. So really awesome day. I can't believe I get to add one of my most sought after games to my collection. Now I just got to get that ever expensive Dino Crisis 2 and we will be good to go. But still, so glad to have this to the collection. So guys, go out there, check your GameStops. See if you can find anything for your 4 for 40s going on. This is what I got. And yeah, let me know if you got anything from the store either. And man, yeah, sometimes you just get lucky. You got to time it out. And you could be able to take advantage of some trade-ins that just walk in the door. So enough of this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one.